Hi, I'm Jianna.
Hi, I'm Kasandra.
And this is our interview testimonial. What's your first name and who are you?
My first name is Kasandra, and I am a teen model from Seattle, Washington.
And my name is Jianna, and I am a teen model from Seattle, Washington.
May we ask about your modeling in general?
Yes. How old are you and how long have you been modeling?
I am 13 years old, and I've been modeling since I was 7.
I am 15 years old, and I've been modeling since I was about 10 years old.
What do your parents think about your modeling? Are they supportive?
My parents are very supportive, and I'm very thankful for that. I can't drive myself quite yet. I'm thankful that I have them to support me in whatever activities I want to do.
My mom and my dad, I would say, are very supportive about my modeling journey. My dad always gets a little excited when I tell him about me being in a new magazine.
What got you into modeling?
So what got me into modeling was just me when I was younger, just wanting to have more opportunities for the future, like making new friends, being able to socialize more with my community.
I started off in pageantry when I was about 8 years old, and pageants give you lots of opportunities. So I've gained modeling opportunities, other opportunities. I'm thankful for every single time I get to model, and throughout this past year, I've been doing it a lot more often.
What type or kind of modeling do you enjoy the most?
I love doing runway shows just because I'm a very social person and I like talking to people. I get to meet a lot of people, some of them from around the world. Socializing is one of my favorite things to do. I love photo shoots too, but getting to talk to people is my favorite thing.
I really enjoy photo shoots. I just like being busy sometimes. I also like being able to meet people like Jianna. Also just be able to talk to people in general. Well, I'm not gonna hide it. I just like taking pictures. Just like memories.
She's too busy mogging the camera to remember what she's trying to say because she likes the camera too much. What countries have you traveled to for modeling?
So I live in the US, so I've been modeling here for the longest. I've been to the USA, Canada. I've also been to the UAE, specifically Dubai, France, and also Japan.
I'm also based in America, obviously. And so I've modeled here, and I've modeled several times in Canada, and just recently I got to go to Japan for the first time for modeling.
What's your favorite modeling experience so far? When and where was it?
I went to Japan. That was this past November, and I got to go for a runway show. It was so much fun. Getting to travel overseas is just such a unique opportunity, especially since I am young and I get to travel to so many places. Also, the fact that I got to travel with my friends. I went with a group of people that I know that are my friends, and Kasandra was included in that group, so we had a lot of fun while we were there.
My favorite modeling experience would definitely be in Dubai. The runway was just beautiful. Dubai's weather at the time was so nice. It was very sunny, like I was at the beach.
May we ask some general questions about yourself? Yes, you can.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I am right-handed.
I'm also right-handed.
What do you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to build robots because I'm very into robotics. So I used to do VexIQ, which is a more simpler version of robotics, you can say. Now I'm doing VRC, which is a lot harder because you have to work with big metal tools.
I am a competitive gymnast, and I've been doing gymnastics since I was about 8 years old. Right now it's competition season, which is a lot of fun, and I'm in the gym for 4.5 hours every weekday, so it takes up a lot of my time, but it's what I like doing, it's what I enjoy spending my time on, so that's all that matters to me.
What is your favorite food?
It really just depends on my mood. It changes a lot, but at the moment I like Panda Express, orange chicken, honey walnut shrimp, and chow mein. That's just the best combo.
I would say my favorite food is probably my mother's homemade sukiyaki. It's a Japanese traditional dish. It's like hot pot, but more savory and definitely a lot more meat involved with it.
What kind of music are you into? Who are some of your favorite artists?
I listen to a lot of indie music and also modern R&B. I really like Somber, Arctic Monkeys, and also like Forrest Frank.
I don't know what genre I really like other than I like R&B. I know for sure some rap I like, but really, again, depends on my mood, what I'm feeling, depends on what music I listen to. And some of the artists I like is Tyler, the Creator, Frank Ocean, Don Toliver, Party Next Door. There's more, but anybody that makes that type of music as those artists I like.
Do you like movies and or show series? Any recommendations?
I definitely prefer shows more than movies. I don't have one in particular that I am obsessed with, but There's one on my bucket list that I really need to watch sometime soon is Stranger Things, because I know it just ended. The season 5 finale came out on New Year's, and everybody's telling me to watch it because they want to talk about it with me, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. But that's what I'll be watching next.
I actually got this series recommended by Jianna. It was Never Have I Ever. I really like it. I don't know why. I just like how it's kind of relatable because the actor who like portrays the character is kind of near our ages.
Do you play any video games?
Oh yeah, I play a lot of video games like every single day, but I'm pretty basic with mine. So I play Minecraft, Roblox, and Among Us. I would say my favorite one's probably Roblox because I can communicate with people better, and also there's just a lot of games in it.
I feel like anybody our age likes playing video games, and I play Roblox too, kind of basic. I feel like a lot of people do. But one that I've been playing since I was very young, and I still play, is Geometry Dash. Sometimes it makes me mad, but it's okay.
It's like a little movie. I feel like it's like so colorful and like the sound
and the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a game like
lobby kind of.
No, I guess kind of. But there's like spikes in different shapes, and you click the screen to jump over them. But then there's different levels and different music that comes with each of them, and some of them are a lot harder.
She's really good at it.
I'm really good at it because I've been playing it for so long. I mean, sometimes it makes me mad too because there's the easiest jump on a hard level that you miss when you're almost done with it.
Right.
Like I'll be doing, because since I am good, I'll be doing one of the harder levels, and then I'll just miss like the easiest jump when I just did the most craziest combo of whatever I had to do, and I don't know. It's fun, and I feel accomplished when I finish a level, but when I don't, it makes me mad. I lock in. Like,
oh my gosh.
If anybody tries to talk to me while I'm in the middle of a level,
it's just like, dude.
I'm in my zone. A lot of people play it on PC, and it's easier to play on PC because like you can click on your keyboard to jump, and it makes it a lot easier. And also on mobile it lags a lot, so a lot of times when I'm trying to play it, my phone will lag, and then it will make me miss a jump and hit a spike, and then I'll die and have to restart, and I'm like, well, that wasn't my fault, it's my phone's fault. But yeah, I played on my iPad and my phone.
When I was like in 5th grade, I would always play it. I remember like on my little Chromebook, I was just like clicking it in front of my classmates.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I'm gonna get myself a computer sometime. Yeah, and I'm gonna get Geometry Dash on it.
Are you gonna get the MacBook?
I don't know. I haven't decided. I mean, like, I gotta save up for it, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Have you won any medals, trophies, or awards? Is there one you're particularly proud of?
I've won a lot of awards through gymnastics, pageantry, modeling, but one of the ones that I'm particularly proud of is my Gold Presidential Service Award. I got that for my community service work and for doing over 100 hours of community service in 1 year. So I'm very proud of that one.
I've won many awards in pageantry and also modeling. The one I'm most proud of is the Innovate Award, which I won in Canada with my team in robotics. So it's basically a very big deal. If you win it, then it's state qualifying, and also sometimes it can be world championships.
What's your favorite place to go shopping?
I'm a pretty big shopper. So I would say definitely Bellevue Square Mall and South Center. I like that there's a lot of stores there, and also there's many people who are around our age, so it's not that awkward.
I also like shopping. I prefer online shopping more than in person just because I get tired very easily when I'm shopping in person, but I love the South Center Mall also. And I like it when I go with friends, and I've gone with Cassandra a couple of times, and we always have a lot of fun looking at stores. Remember when we bought the drink?
I was thinking of that.
That's what I was thinking of too. I brought it to school.
You did? What did they say?
My teachers got mad.
Did they recognize you?
Well, yeah, but they got mad. So I have a Drake mask that she bought me while we were at the South Center Mall.
That was a gift.
And I brought it to school, and my friends were putting it on.
I forgot to bring
and then, distracting class. In the middle of class, they're putting on this Drake mask. And so then my one teacher was like, put that away right now. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't even think they told me to put it away because it was distracting. I think they were just like offended that I was wearing Drake. I mean, like, if you don't like their music, then don't listen to it, but it's just a mask. I was like, okay, I'll put it away, but why?
Do you have a dream car? If so, what is it?
My dream car would be a Jeep Wrangler. One of the only reasons why I want this car, though, is because people who have Jeeps, there's this thing where you give rubber ducks to other people who have Jeeps, and I saw this forever ago, saw it online, and I decided I also wanted to do that, but the problem is I don't have a Jeep. So one day, I will get a Jeep and I will do this, but also I'm going to start driving soon because I'm 15 years old. So in the summer, hopefully I'll be doing driver's ed, getting my driver's permit. When I'm 16, getting my license. So maybe sometime soon.
I do a lot of robotics, but I have absolutely no knowledge on cars whatsoever. But I would definitely say I want a black, sparkly Porsche. I don't know what about it, but it's just very classy, and I like how they look, especially outside when like the sun is just reflecting on it.
You're very specific with a black sparkly. Yeah, black sparkly Porsche. That's very, very nice. Do you have any hidden talents that you can share?
I'm double jointed on my right hand and my left hand, so I can do a full 360 with both of my thumbs, and I can also bend my middle fingers, and I can also do another talent, but it's with my face. I can do the Sigma face.
Come on, you got it. I can roll my stomach, like do the wave.
You're very good at that. Do you want to show them?
Yeah, I'll show you guys.
It's like there's like a ball in your stomach when you do that.
Okay, next one.
May we ask about your feet? Of course.
What size shoe do you wear?
So I wear a size 7 shoes, but it really depends on the brand.
For me, I wear about a 7 or an 8, depending on the brand. What is your favorite footwear, brand, or company?
My favorite footwear for everyday life would definitely be Nikes or Uggs. I find like they're very comfortable, and they also make me look a little athletic at times. And then for modeling, I like to wear Stuart Weitzmans. They're very comfortable, and they also look very nice, but they're a little on the pricier side. So if you want to go buy them, I recommend going to Canada or going to the outlet near Canada to buy them because they're a lot cheaper there.
For me, I am all for comfort. So I love Uggs and I love Adidas because that's what I find is most comfortable.
You're wearing Uggs right now. But
Yes, I am. I'm wearing Uggs right now.
I'm wearing sandals.
I'm wearing sandals. I'm wearing my Uggs. I told you I like them. I wear them all the time. So yeah, that's my favorite. Do you like heels? If so, is there a type of heel?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I really like Stuart Weitzman's heels. If I had to be very specific with them, I really like stilettos and block heels.
I don't like wearing heels very much, but since I do model, it's kind of required. So what I find, I'm all for comfort. I love block heels because they're the most comfortable.
Favorite nail polish?
See, I don't really wear nail polish because I'm a gymnast and my hands are looking pretty rough all the time. And my coaches would also kill me if I wore nail polish during competition season. So that's a no for at least right now. But when I do have my nails done, normally I just go to the nail salon and get Gel X. But I like the color pink, so normally that's what I get. But I don't know, I'm not very picky.
I'm pretty specific about my nail colors. For my toes, I get white nail polish. And then for my hands, I like to get pink Gel X's, or sometimes I get French tips.
And do you like getting foot massages?
Oh my gosh, I love them. I don't know why I like them so much. I feel like they're very comforting. I really like those like hot stone ones because they just relax my muscles on my legs.
I don't like getting foot massages. I don't like people touching my feet. I don't know, I don't like them.
Are your feet ticklish?
Every part of me is ticklish. My feet are ticklish, everything else is ticklish, so yes for me.
I'm not ticklish at all. I'd say I'm probably the most unticklish person you could ever meet.
Can you pick things up with your toes? If so, what's the craziest thing that you've picked up with your toes before? I can. What's the craziest thing? One time I picked up a water bottle that had water in it, so like it could be a little heavier than an empty one, I guess.
Yeah.
But I can, just nothing crazy.
Once I actually picked up an entire Microsoft computer, which was just humongous with my 2 front toes. You can use like beanbags too.
Now, why did you think this was a good idea? Pick things up with your toes.
Because I was so lazy. I just didn't want to move.
Well, then don't pick anything up.
No, because I need my water bottle, my tablet, my phone sometimes if I got really bored. I don't know. I like on the sin part, I grabbed them with my 2 toes, like with my big toe, and then one next to it, like a chopstick, like boom.
We're gonna move on.
How do your parents feel about your foot modeling with Stephan Partipilo?
My parents are very supportive of whatever I want to do, so they don't really care. As a parent, I feel like your job is to support your kids in whatever activities they want to do, so that's exactly what my parents do.
I don't think my parents really care. I mean, they see modeling as modeling, like foot modeling, hand modeling, hair modeling. It's all the same. It's just modeling.
Yeah. And what is your opinion on people who like feet? I'm not a judgmental person at all, and everybody likes different things. You do you, and if you like feet, that's just what you like. Everybody likes different things, so I just really don't care, and if that's what you like, then good for you.
Honestly, I wouldn't really care about it. I like my feet just like the same likeness like my hands. I like my hands. I find them useful. They help me grab stuff. So I kind of understand them, like, just not in a weird way, just like how I like my hand, my fingers. It's just a normal body part. Can we ask about your work with Stephan? Of course.
Yes. How did you come to work with Stephan? I started working with him maybe about 3 to 4 years ago. I got scouted on Instagram, and so we met with each other online, and I had my first photo shoot with him, and I ended up liking it. So, we've kept coming back since, and it's been so long since then. I don't know how many times we shot with each other, but I keep coming back because of the positive environment.
Funny story, Jianna actually had a photo shoot with him, and we came back from a sleepover. I was just like a mini assistant for her, so I would help her take behind the scene videos. Since then, I've just been working with him.
Would you recommend Stephan to other girls who might be interested in this type of gig work? Why or why not?
Of course I would. He's a very nice guy, like I said earlier. He takes great photos, very nice. He also is very respectful.
And I already did this. I recommended him to Kasandra. I will continue recommending him to people because of my experiences with him and the positive environment. Is there anything that you would like to promote?
So I advocate for our Earth, the planet that we live on, and also upcycling fashion. Upcycling fashion is a way to reuse, recycle, and give back to others. So I've gone to many fashion workshops just to do that.
As Teen Miss Earth Washington, I have recently been starting to work with environmental sustainability, so I created my initiative called Grab Bag Give, which is a zero waste project where I take reusable bags and give them a second home. In Washington State, there's a lot of tax on reusable bags, and we're trying to move away from using them. So something that I decided to do to try to solve this problem is have bins in the front of grocery stores where there's reusable bags for people to access, because some families, since there is tax on reusable bags, don't have the income to pay for a reusable bag or just a bag in general. So having this available for those families, and also there's some in the front of the store, it's very helpful. And then if you have extra bags, you can just leave them in the front for the next person to take them. So it's kind of like a circular economy type of thing that I have going in local grocery stores.
What's next for you? Any big events or plans?
I'm going to continue finishing out my competition season for gymnastics. After that, I never know what opportunities are going to come up.
So actually tomorrow I'm going to Washington, D.C. to compete in my volleyball tournament. I'm very excited too.
That's very cool.
Thank you. May we ask your parents questions? Of course.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hi, I'm Julie. I'm Gianna's mom.
Hello, I'm Kimiko. I'm Kassandra's mom. What about your daughters are you most proud of?
I am most proud of her determination. I like that she's also really an independent thinker and very much a self-starter.
I'm proud of her resilience, and then as well as that she worked very hard. Schoolwork, modeling, robotics, anything like what she is interested in, she worked very hard. How involved are you in her modeling? Do you manage her, or does she manage herself?
Pretty much it's me that does everything. As she's gotten older, I've asked more for her feedback. What does she like? What does she prefer to do? I definitely support her wishes and dreams. At this point, she has a lot of say-so in what she's involved in and not involved in.
All the casting opportunities, scheduling, contacting a photographer, responding to Instagrams, Facebook, it's me. Some of the things that she can manage, like when she needs to go to casting, she needs to get ready, and I'm not gonna tell her what to bring. Oh, one thing, I drives a lot.
Yes to the mom taxi thing. What are some challenges that come with being a parent of a child model?
My daughter is 13 years old, starting to be going through teenager attitude. Sometimes she has a strong say. Sometimes when I give some feedback, for her, sounds like a criticism. So I need to make sure that I have nice wording and making sure that it's a feedback.
In the beginning, the challenges were that she almost wanted to do too much. I felt like, I didn't say this, but I felt like telling her to pick one or two things. We can't do everything right now. As she's gotten older, she's gotten more picky naturally and gravitates towards other things. I try to just look at it as, part of that determination and fire that she's gonna need to get through life. And that helps me to deal with it, and also also to give her space to make those decisions. I want her to develop a capacity to decide what she likes to be involved in and to weigh the pros and cons, short-term and long-term consequences. So that's the stage we're at. I've just asked her to make a pros and cons list or to weigh it out, whether or not she wants to do it, what could happen in the short term or long term. If she says yes or no, her final say is usually what we go with.
How do you protect your daughters online? Any tips or recommendation?
At this point, I run her accounts. I use a lot of privacy settings. Our Instagram is not private for strategic reasons, just so that she can be available to represent a brand better. She's not online on any of those accounts unless I ask her to comment on something or return a message or to choose something that a brand has asked her to choose or ask her about an opportunity that's presented itself. Always it's me. And I do have parent run account written right on the front of her account. She is of age to have one, but she does not interact with people.
I manage her account. She does not have access to her account. And I'm always making sure that whoever sent it to us, we can choose to accept the DM. And then if I don't like it, I'm sorry that I had to turn it down or some spam. I just delete it and block it and keep it not happening again. The other things that I'm always careful about when we posting, making sure that somebody sounds like posting, not she's posting, because I don't want people think that it's a she's posting and then they probably think that it's she's going to respond it back to us. So whenever interact with a direct mail, I'm always introducing myself that I'm the mother's, I manage their account, she doesn't have an account, so I set the expectation that no one is going to get through before me.
What advice would you give for other parents and or kids considering getting into modeling?
Number one, safety. Only working with a credible person. Check the background, what kind of portfolio they have, who is going to be there, how they've been working with the models. Also, the productions, you might want to double check to see. You need to do some research where they're going to be shooting at, when it's going to be shooting at, what is that for, who is going to be working with, what kind of portfolio they are specializing. These things has to be checked. And number two, modeling is not cheap. Investing in the runway, coaches, posing, creating a portfolio is very expensive. And number three, your job is going to be guiding for your children to be able to achieve what they want to do, but at the same time, you have a daily obligation, your work and family obligation. So the balancing a time management is very important. And lastly, do not have high expectations on kids. Just because your kids are very pretty, there's going to be always prettier, taller, and can walk better. So you don't think just because your daughter's pretty, you're going to make a tons of money. No, that's not going to happen very often. So just don't push too much expectation for your kid. Kids getting a very good skill, going to be have a confidence, friendship, how to be resilient, how to cope the rejection, and then also congratulating for the peers. But the parents, that's one another has to be careful that they shouldn't be having a high expectation. Not all the model can be an agent, representative, and making a tons of money.
I agree with training. Just make sure that you find somewhere that's reputable. I also would say make sure it's something the child wants to do. From the outside looking in, it seems one way. Give it a try. Always keep it fun. Keep it positive. Let their energy level lead, because sometimes kids can get hungry or their moods can change. And so just being really sensitive to that. If they say something isn't fun, move on. There's a lot of things that you can do in entertainment or modeling. So there's a lot of things to try. Try what you can, what's available in your area, and ask friends that have their kids involved in things like that. How did they get started? What are they doing? What would they recommend? Parents who have kids doing these activities usually have good advice, what they would change or do differently if they had known. Just keep asking your child, what did they like? What did they not like? What they would change? What would they like to try? And let their interests lead. Also, when you have your child with you, keep them with you. There shouldn't be a reason that you would be asked to leave in a situation with modeling or entertainment of a child. You should always be able to observe what's going on. How do you feel about your experience with Stephan so far?
excellent. He's very good at communication. He's very clear what he wants to do, what he's expecting the kids to do, and what kind of result he wants to get it. He's very professional. The way he communicates with the kids, very professional, easy to work with, and the quality of photos is amazing.
When my daughter started, she did not have experience. She wanted to do all the things. And so I was like, okay, we're going to try to do all the things that you want to do. My concern was, how patient is this photographer? And will this go okay? Because my child at that point did not know how to really do anything in front of the camera and needed a lot of direction. And it was great. She wanted that direction. He was able to give it to her to say, you know, move your head like this or move your arm over here. That's been huge for her. She's taken that into other opportunities, other photo shoots, other modeling opportunities, even just walking into a room and being confident and knowing how to stand and what to do with her hands or what to do with her head. And it's helped her a lot. I have appreciated that. I think she was very nervous at first. She's not really nervous anymore. She comes in, she understands how to be professional. She understands how to take direction. She does not take things personally. She wants the shot to be good. That experience has been huge. How do you feel about Stephan's feet photography? What made you decide to allow Stephan to photograph their feet?
I was looking for opportunity for parts model. She is still young and doesn't have a very much opportunity in our region. So I was actually excited that she was able to do that. She has a beautiful fingers, and then also her toes are pretty flexible and a pretty good size. We also tried to be a jewelry model to be able to use the hands and feet to show off the product. It's important.
If you really look at modeling, there's lots of different types of modeling, and I love the idea of parts modeling. I don't know that my child could do like hair because she's always putting it in a ponytail and it breaks. But I know that there are people that are well suited for hair modeling. There are people well suited for hand modeling, feet modeling. It's been a really great experience for her. She's not necessarily the most girly girl. I know that might surprise a lot of you. It's helped her a lot to embrace her femininity, to think of her feet as pretty. It broadened her mindset about modeling as well. Parts modeling is a great way to learn confidence, to learn to respect your body too. For me, it's no different than people who do hair modeling or any other type of modeling. Beauty shots is, you know, your face. It's just a different style of photography. Who doesn't love shoes and sandals and, you know, painting your toenails? It's great.
Would you recommend Stephan to other parents of the child's model who might be interested in this type of gig work? Why or why not?
Perfect question for me. I actually did. Here you go. And yeah, I would again, definitely. I think it's a great opportunity. The feedback alone is so worth it for the kids to be able to experience a professional setting. That work experience it's universal. It's huge. It's something that they can take into any setting and grow into. And it's been amazing.
It's for me, I really don't want to recommend it to anybody because we don't want to lose opportunities. But in my heart, yes, I actually like to introducing a couple more teen model friends. They're going to have a positive experience and a confidence level is probably going to skyrocket it, and quality of the photo they can keep their portfolio. So yes, I definitely like to recommend it to anybody who might be interested in.
What do you have planned for the rest of today and what's next?
So we're gonna go home. Probably want to stop by and eat. Cassandra has a volleyball tournaments in Washington, D.C. She have to get up like 4:30 and I have to get up like 4. She has also robotics competitions coming up. So between now and March, she's going to be pretty busy.
We are right in the middle of gymnastics competition season right now. So I am just trying to hold everything open. We never know about injuries, energy levels. She's going to need extra work on a skill at a private lesson. Once mid-March comes, I think I will be able to think past the gymnastics competition season. Jianna is a busy girl. She always has ideas, and I just do my best to try to keep up with them. So we'll see. Wait a minute.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you.